Yes, so Luca, which is the latest from Disney Pixar, was going to be a cinematic release. It's now going straight to Disney Plus. Obviously, the uncertainties of releasing during COVID. So the story centers on Luca, who is a sea creature, who is told by his parents that you must not go up onto the land. And of course, he does go up onto the land because he is encouraged to do so by Alberto, who is a young boy that he meets on this beautiful, picturesque village of Porto Rosso. Like the mermaid myths, the sea creatures are sea creatures in the sea. When they come out of the sea, they adopt human form. And Luca, despite having been told that he shouldn't do this, is absolutely enthralled by Alberto and what he knows about being on land. Here's a clip.
Alberto Scorfano.
Luca Paguro.
Piacere. Girolamo Trombetta. It's a human thing. I'm kind of an expert.
What does it mean? The thing you just said?
Come on, I'll show you some more stuff.
Mother of pearl. You live up here?
Yeah, me and my dad. He's not even here a whole lot, so I pretty much just do whatever I want.
Isn't it dangerous?
Yeah, it's the best. Everything good is above the surface.
Like, what else?
Air! Gravity, also known as falling! The sky, clouds, the sun. Whoa, don't look at it. Just kidding. Definitely look at it.
So the main voice of Luca is Jacob Tremblay, who, of course, you'll remember most clearly from Room, the young boy in Room.
Oh, wow.
And
yes.
so then they decide. I mean, the plot's a bit strange. They decide to enter a swimming, cycling, and pasta eating competition because the thing that they want to do is to be able to buy a Vespa, because they've seen posters for Vespas, adverts for Vespas, and this is the most incredible thing that you can have in the world is a Vespa, because it's got this kind of retro Riviera feel to it. So the director, Enrico Casarosa, said that his inspirations included, well, they wanted Ennio Morricone to score it originally, but of course that didn't happen. But he loves the films of Federico Fellini. He's very inspired by the hand-drawn animations of Hayao Miyazaki. And he, in his childhood, was in Genoa. And the film has a very warm, loving, inclusive feeling to it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And, there's kind of a lot of good slapstick stuff, which is what you want from this kind of adventure. But there is a central metaphor, which is that the idea of being a sea creature, because one of the things that happens in Porto Rosso is that there are all these myths about sea monsters, and we must kill the sea monsters, we must drive the sea monsters out. And so our anti-heroes have to keep their identity secret, because otherwise they'll be run out of town with pitchforks. And there is an underlying story there about that being the sea creature is kind of a metaphor for otherness, of feeling quite literally, mate, like a fish out of water. And what I liked about the film was that that's there, and it's clearly there, but they don't drive it home. They don't make a big deal out of it. It's there if clearly if you, and I know that some people have read the story as, for example, a story of coming out, and other people have read it as just a story of otherness, whether it's cultural or whatever. Essentially, at the heart of it is a story about outsiders having to hide their identity, but taking delight in the everyday things of life. And one of the things that's lovely about the film is it does take a joy in the everyday things of life, like eating pasta. And incidentally, this fits in rather beautifully into our ongoing thing about people eating food on film, because I was thinking before about the scene from Ratatouille when Anton Ego eats the signature dish that transforms, which is a wonderful moment, and he suddenly stops being Will Self and starts being a nice person. And in this there is some just delightful scenes of pasta eating. So yeah, it's good. The music's fun, and it looks warm and sunny, and it's on Disney Plus. I know there's been a little bit of controversy about whether or not it should have got a cinematic release, but there's a couple of I was thinking that there is a couple of things about the story that don't make sense, and then I was thinking, yeah, but Shape of Water and Splash don't make sense either, and that never bothered me. I liked it.